7. And yes, we have a new look. I have finally traded in the old car on the new ones, so we are good to go. We've got a special guest with us here today. But before we get to Matt, take it away, Mark.
What the hell? Are we live, by the way?
Yeah, we're live.
All right.
What the hell?
What? I didn't know. I don't even know what's going on. All right. Vape Team DNA with the Mike, what
Themis.
is that?
Themis.
Themis? There we go. Themis RTA on top. I got some Acai in there. I am using 2 blades, no idea why, with the Prince Baby, whatever the fuck it is. And on top of there, the Aero Sub-Oak tank. I got some Killer Custard Lemon inside of there. And vaping on 3 pods. I got the Bird, I got the Miley, and I got the U-Boat.
Damn.
Take it away, Michael Vapes.
Good evening, Greg. Yes, what am I vaping on today? Today I busted out the Castigador X with hashtag Thug Laugh RDA. In there we are vaping on some of this Hundo Cannoli. There we go. Also vaping on the SQ with the B2K. Got some of Tony B's Blue Pucker in there. Boxer DNA 250C, Squonker, Iconic RDA. In there we have some Acai. That's what's in there. Some Acai. And what else are you vaping on, Mike? We got a drop with a Dreamer. In here we have, I can't remember. Oh, Roy G. Biv. And that's it. Take it away, Matt.
All right. I have the, excuse me, clear my throat. Still early in the morning.
Yep.
Smoked a pack of cigarettes this morning already.
Hell yeah.
Kidding. I have the Fury box, the ePhoenix Fury box with the Resurrection V2 RDA. And what do I have in here? Some stuff from Amsterdam I'm trying out. Dutch Chucky something or other. It's like a cheesecake. And then I also have a SMM on a double barrel with strawberry gummy, which is quite good.
Sweet. All right. Well, I'm still rocking the Lustro. Where am I at? Lustro with the Blitzen. This is not a matchy set, and I guess I just started vaping the other night, but an unmatchy Dreamer with the drop. SQ with the B2K. And of course, what day would not be complete without the original drop? Because we're all about that pod life. Juices. I'm still working on my chocolate donut from Hit That Donut. What other? I've been messing around with this root beer float again from Camelot. And where's my other freaking juice? Oh, that icing on the flakes.
That's good stuff. I went through a few bottles of that.
It is good stuff. I like it. And last but not least, where? Oh, I'm on my little last bit of my Solus Nick Salt because I got to have that to get my day cranked up. So with all that being said, y'all know what we're vaping. The show is over with. Y'all have a great day.
Take care.
So what is going on? I hope y'all like the new look here. If you don't, you're stuck with it because this is what I'm rolling with. A whole lot more dependable here. I hope everybody sounds good. I hope everything is good with it. But so Matt, what's going on, brother? Been a little while since you've been on the show, but good seeing you back on here.
Yeah, thanks for having me, buddy.
Yeah, I know it's always kind of early in the morning, and that's just how we roll around here. Real quick, I wanted to say, I noticed you finally got your hands on a double barrel. So what you think about that?
Yeah, I bought one. I like it. I wish it was a little bit thicker. I honestly, I mean, just from pictures, I like the look of this better than the TAC 21. I haven't tried a TAC 21 though, but I mean, I wish it was a little bit thicker because like 24 millimeter Addies, just barely peek over the edge. But all in all, I like it. I mean, it's simple. Battery life's awesome. I'm assuming because it doesn't have a big old screen with a bunch of features to suck up battery life. And I mean, it feels like it. I mean, I know it's got a military background, but it feels like it was made by the military. It's very utilitarian.
Very simple, no frills mod, but yeah, I've got the same color you've got, but I definitely, it's got a good feel in the hand.
Yeah, I love this color. I almost wish I would have gotten black though, just because there's a lot of Addies you put on this and they just don't look right. Especially stainless Addies.
The matte black is sweet.
Yeah,
I have this one here. I actually have the one you have too, but I got this one. This one's like
oh, nice.
This is a limited edition. It's got their logo on it. I think they made like 500 of these.
That's sweet. Yeah, I like that.
I love this mod too, but it's very limited on what I could put on it without overhang.
Yeah, exactly.
If this was a 25 millimeter, I would be rocking this. I would never stop using this.
Yeah.
The OCD kicks in when shit overhangs.
Oh, I know. It's just like with this, it's just barely hanging over, but it just bugs me.
I know from what I've heard, there's a possibility that Eric's supposed to be at Foxwoods, so I don't know if he's got like a little booth set up or if he's just coming to visit or what. So it'd be nice to meet him. And speaking of Foxwoods, you're another one that's going to be there, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
So, good Lord, there's going to be a shit ton of folks at Foxwoods. I mean, everybody that I think has recorded a video on YouTube is going to have their foot in the door there. So, it definitely ought to be a good time. Unfortunately, Mark is going, and when me and Mark get together, like face to face, it's not always a good thing. Because
a lot of homoerotic action going on?
No, actually, I have to put him in his place a lot of times, and he gets upset and starts crying and stuff, and I hate to see a girl.
They're going to fight each other.
You're talking about the wrong Mark.
This is to be another event held at the other hall in Foxwoods, sumo wrestling event.
You remember how you and Twisted? Really? You remember how you and Twisted put the suits on?
Uh-huh.
Well, me and Mark, we're not putting any suits on. We're just going at it. So.
Well, I'll have a camera with me at all times. So.
It won't last long. He goes to the ground in one shot, and then it's just over with. So, take it away, Mark.
It's coming 1 week. You wait.
Baby oil wrestling match. ST versus Mark. Yep, there you go. So, but no, it should be a good time. There's going to be a whole lot of people there. A whole lot of people I haven't got to meet yet. Matt, for one, I haven't met face to face, and a whole lot of others. So I'm real excited about it.
Yeah, I haven't met any of you guys face to face yet. Should be interesting.
Oh, damn, I thought you had met Mike face to face.
No, I was going to come over there to New York in January, but it didn't work out.
Oh, okay.
Be a lot of kissing going on, a lot of action.
Oh, yeah. Whole lot of tears shed, so...
I get to check off that one off my bucket list, meeting Matt.
Yep.
I'll bring the rubbers, so it'll be good.
Here we go. Oh, Lord. So, let's go ahead and get this one cranked up. We're going to be kind of all over the mat today, but I got to say it. I never thought I would see this happen. Never.
Oh, please don't say what I think you're going to talk about.
Mark started a Patreon. I got to say it.
I think on a different subject.
Oh, okay. We'll go on a different subject.
Something about vaping or something.
Well,
Is there like naked pictures involved? I might be interested in this Patreon.
Yeah,
it is an adult account, yes.
Yes, it
Thank
is. And don't feel bad because Mark pulled me into it and I started one too. So we're all in that game now. I guess we just got to get Brian on board. And I know if Heavy's out there watching, he's going to say, y'all copying some bitches, but whatever. So
I felt ashamed making it the whole time. Like I was doing something wrong. I felt dirty.
You felt real dirty about it. Did you need to shower afterwards?
Yep.
That's all I got to say.
And then I look at Mike's Patreon. I'm like, fuck this. I can do it.
Damn. All right. Anyway, so let's get down to it. So Matt, what's been going on with you? Like, is there some new stuff steadily coming, or we kind of in a holding area?
I'm trying to focus more on my channel, get more videos up this year. I had some health problems last year, and Vanessa did too, actually, and so it was just kind of my channel was a lot more sporadic.
Gotcha.
But that's kind of my goal, and I do have some other products that should be coming out this year, but nothing on the horizon. Probably not till summer or something like that.
Gotcha. Well, I know it's been a little while since you have been on, and I think there's been like some changes here with us, and I'm curious if you've caught on to this trend. Have you started getting into the pod life a little bit, messing around with stuff, or have you just steered away from it, or?
Yeah, a little bit more. I've tested some of them out.
Gotcha.
I mean, I definitely see the attraction for it for sure.
We've, I know that myself and Mike and Mark, I think we've all got kind of more into them than maybe somewhat the rest. Well, Brian's got into them a little bit. Heavy swore up and down that he would never do them, and then next thing you know, he's getting into them now. So, and no, I'm not turning this into a pod show because every time we get to talk about pods, we'll get to talking a while about shit. But I was curious. I haven't talked to you in a bit, and I was wondering if, with all the new stuff out on the market now, if y'all were venturing in and not saying getting hooked on that particular way of vaping, but if it was kind of a new part of your day of vaping.
Yeah, Vanessa definitely is more into it than I am. More into the pod systems. I like the refillable ones more than like the pre-filled.
Like the jewels and stuff like that.
Yeah. But I mean, I like them for like stealthy stuff, like you're going to a movie or something like that. But I mean, I still like more vapor, more airflow.
Yeah.
You know, most of the time.
Is it is Nick Salt more addictive or something, or does anyone know?
No, I mean, I think there's people claim it gives a little bit different throat hit, a little bit more realistic throat hit. I think that's part of the draw to it.
I wouldn't
say that. What'd you say?
Said I was watching something. I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was like factual or not, but they were saying that Nick Salt was more addictive.
Well, I mean, a lot of times people get them in a high milligram. So, I mean, your body tends to kind of like regulate, right? So say you're used to vaping 3 milligram on a RDA at 100 watts. Well, then you're probably, if you were to switch to like a pod system that has like 40, 45 milligram in it, you know, you're naturally going to reach for it less. So, I mean, I wouldn't, doesn't mean you won't slowly be upping your nicotine intake, but I don't think that there'd be anything behind the science of it being more addictive.
Yeah, I don't seem to get the throat hit and the lung hit that I get from vaping my other devices.
I don't think that it's real. I think when it comes to like a lower milligram Nick Salt, I think it's more hype than anything. I don't really see a point in it. I was talking to like Dimitri about that too, who's really into mouth to lung, and he was saying that as well. It doesn't make a lot of sense, you know, with these low milligram Nick Salt liquids, but I mean, I definitely see the draw of it when it comes to that, you know, higher milligram, low wattage, tight draw vape.
Yeah, these devices are really low wattage, or low voltage, or low power, whatever, whichever.
Yeah, I just did a review on that one that was, well, it's not a pod system, but that one that Joytech put out, the
This one,
Echo, AIO Echo,
Yep.
and that's pretty good, and the battery life on that's really, really good.
It vapes like a pod
Yeah.
system. It uses Nick salts if you're using it, and you get better battery life, and
Mhm.
the airflow and the hit is just so smooth off it.
Yeah.
What did you put in yours? Did you put 3 mil? I mean, what do you vape now? 3 milligram?
Well, no, I put in that one. I was using 12 milligram, but I ordered some higher nicotine liquids. Should be here anytime for stuff like that.
So let me ask you, what? All right, you said you was putting 12 milligram in that particular device. Is it pretty satisfying with that, or do you feel like you need more out of it?
I personally was satisfied just fine with that. But Vanessa, who uses the Jewel a lot, she likes that device but wants a higher milligram Nick salt liquid.
Gotcha. Because that's what I automatically started running in mine. I've got running like a 30 in mine, and it's nice. I really
Yeah.
enjoyed it. Mike, when he got his, it seemed a couple of months ago or whenever it first came out, he was like, "Dude, this just beats out all the pod systems right here. I love it." Now he kept talking and talking about it. I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and order." I ordered 2 of them just in case.
Yeah.
In case.
You know
Yeah,
what's
it's-
good too?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think you might have gotten it, maybe, Matt. Did you get the smoke pods?
Yeah, but I haven't tried it yet.
Dude, you gotta try them. The airflow and the hit is real nice on these.
Yeah, the only thing about that Joytech one is that I think the draw is a little too loose for some people, and they said they're selling a tighter top cap, but
Really?
not for sale anywhere yet. They should have just included that. Like especially with new vapors, like you want to make it as simple as possible for
Yeah.
them.
And I'm like a few others. The reason why I went with 2 of them is just because they don't offer an extra glass.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, man, watch me break it, and and as cheap as they are, it's like, what the hell? So
Yeah, $15 for that.
yeah, but
Oh yeah, like I wish stuff like that was out when I first quit. Like I was having to mess around with pro tanks and other stuff, and you always had to mod something to make it work correctly, and it's a
Yep.
pain in the ass.
Good job, Mark. Keep for somebody that didn't want to talk about a Patreon, you sure throwing it up in chat a lot.
I'm only putting it up every 10 seconds.
Wow. Lord have mercy. It starts this morning, and then I can't even imagine where it's going to be at tonight when the vape team's going on. But do you have a Patreon, Matt? By
No.
chance? I mean, we'll throw it up in chat if you want.
I'll start one next time before I come on.
Oh, Lord. So, all right. I won't even be able to think now. It's too damn early in the morning, but. Well, there goes Mike. He's making sure his is out there, too.
Hell yeah, but mine. I put yours and Mark's already out there.
Oh, Lord. That link takes you to a 404 error page. What link? I'm
The
curious.
links,
to hear.
the Patreon links.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it won't let you put the.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I think Netflix or not Netflix, YouTube. It's too early. They block it now. Sometimes I've heard
Oh,
from
wow.
chat and stuff. I read an article about that recently.
Yeah, all you gotta do is just go on patreon.com/ and put the reviewer's name
Yeah.
in there and it'll pull it up.
Or
That's-
you can just go to whoever's paid their YouTube page, and normally it's right there on the front screen, a little icon you can click on.
Yeah, they actually do block them. That's weird. Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
Patreon is that. It's a new mod, Storm. Patreon mod.
Oh, shit. So what's funny about that, and I'm not going to just sit here and talk about it a whole lot, but me and Mark was kind of bullshitting about it last night, and he was like, well, just freaking do it, telling me that. And I'm just like, I'm curious. I don't really know what it all consists of. And so he started setting one up, and I said, you know what the hell? I'm going to do it too. We sat in here till like 3:30 this morning playing around with that bullshit, and I was like,
It was sad. It was really
oh,
sad.
Lord, I can't believe it. So, Gregory Brown, ST, the panel, your thoughts for using one-to-one clone parts to fix authentic gear. Wow. I don't think I've ever been asked a question
Yeah.
like that.
What do you want with that one?
I mean,
If you can't find authentic parts, then hey, you have no other choice, right?
Yeah, I mean, and in that instance, it's just kind of like using aftermarket parts for other stuff. Like you bought the authentic piece already,
yeah.
so
You get like a free pass.
yeah,
Almost.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like you buy a car and you didn't buy the OEM part on it. You bought some aftermarket part or whatever.
yeah.
I guess, but So there's your answer to that. If you do have questions, please put them in caps so I can actually see the screen, see what we got going on. I'm still kind of tripping out on this layout, so my screens are looking a little different the way I've normally got things set up. Best place to get the Joytech Ego, Echo, and replacement coils, please. My Freedom Smokes has them pretty cheap, and they have the replaceable coils. That's the reason why I went with them. I think they were going for $16 for the actual device, and replacement coils were like $7 and some change. A lot of the bigger places right now are just carrying the devices. They don't even have the replacement coils, but I managed to find both. So it's a very enjoyable vape. I've got them in this past weekend, and I've been keeping one on me pretty much with a few other devices too, just to kind of hit on from time to time. But it's nice. It would
Replacement coils are pretty cheap too, aren't they? Aren't they only like $9 or something for a 5 pack?
seven and some change at that one place. So yeah, the coils are not bad. You get 5 of them, and from what I'm understanding from some people, well, even Mike mentioned it. I think he's still on the same coil that he put in.
I'm on my second coil.
Okay, well,
but I don't use it a lot because I've got all these other pods that I'm testing out for videos. So it's hard for me. You know how it is. It's hard to vape the same. Something.
Did you get that the bird?
Yeah.
Yep.
One.
I already downed my first pod. I'm on my second pod on the bird.
These pods do, like I noticed on these things, like they burn through the liquid pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm on my third pod, and I hardly ever go through pods like that.
Seems like you do get a little more vapor off of them than the Juul. I like the magnet in there that just,
Yeah, it vapes good. The bird vapes real good. But remember, I went and looked on their site everywhere. I cannot find how many mLs of liquid. This is less than the regular where you see that's got like 1.5 mLs of liquid in pods or 2 ml. This has to be under 1 ml.
Yeah.
The liquid in here because it goes very quick. But the flavors, the mango is pretty good. I hate.
Yeah,
mango.
that's my favorite too.
I hate mango, and that's my favorite one of all of them is the mango. It's delicious. I'm vaping right now the honey.
John, we have no idea what the black and white list is from the Vaping Legion. I have no clue. If you want to tell us what it is, but
yeah, I think is he the same one that put that up earlier?
I'm not sure.
DB wants to know panel opinion on the Lustro 200 watt and will it get a theme editor? I'll give you my opinion on it. I don't know about a theme editor. I've enjoyed mine. The only thing, and I know it's been kind of like supposed to have been the selling point to it, it's got the gesture where you don't actually have to touch the screen. You just move your finger. To me, that's kind of gimmicky on it because it doesn't always work, and then when it does work, it's a little sensitive. So I just leave that turned off and just use the actual touchscreen. It's been a great device. I've been using it the past couple of weeks nonstop. I know Mark got one in, a couple of days ago. I don't know if he's still enjoying his or not.
Yep,
but
still using it.
I don't care for the colored ones like the white and the others because they have a different finish than what the black has. The black has kind of that rubberized coat on the outside. The whites and the others have that kind of glossy feel to it.
Yeah, I don't like that glossy feel. It picks up too much shit.
Other than that,
can I interrupt you a second?
Yes, go ahead.
One of my Patreons asked a question.
Here we go. I'm stepping back.
What are you guys laughing? Someone wants to know if the B2K will look good on the Boxer Squonk. I gotta take care of them. There you go. That's how the B2K looks on the Boxer Squonk.
Sweet.
There you go. Obviously, I don't have the beauty ring on there. There you go. All right, continue, Esty.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I've forgot exactly what I'm talking about, but yes, the Lustro is definitely a good one if you're interested. I know I've really enjoyed it. Mike was another one that had it. he had that love-hate relationship with it because he didn't really like how the screen was all jumbled up, but he couldn't put it down forever. So I know that was one he really liked too. Did you ever get that one, Matt? The Asmodus Lustro?
No, they didn't send that to me. I think they're mad at me because I didn't review the last thing they sent to me or something.
Okay.
Yeah, they do get like that. If you don't
I
think they get pissed.
considered buying it, but I watched a couple people's reviews on it, and I was just, I mean, it looks interesting. It doesn't scream to me.
It's a nice mod. It's just too much going on that screen. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, you get anxiety.
The one thing I do like about it that typically I don't like on mods at all, I never care for all the little flashy lights or any of that bullshit. But this is the one that I think is pretty cool with all that crap right there. I think that's. And Mark's probably about tore his up just by sitting there hitting the button constantly on it. But
Matt, what about that Squonk you're using? I saw your video on it. I'm getting one too sent to me.
Nice. I like it. I mean, it's not perfect, but I like it. It's a little bit bigger than a lot of single 18650s.
I think the biggest flaw for it though is the bottle.
Yeah, that's the biggest flaw.
It looks abnormal. Dig in there to find the bottle to press it.
Well, it's not that part's fine, but it's just the black bottles. They need to come out with some different colors that you can see better. Like it's very hard to see your liquid level in there.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'll give you an example.
But yeah, it'll push the door. Like if you try to squonk it like this, it'll kind of start pushing this door out.
You see the Asmodus one. You could see the bottle on the curvature.
Mm-hmm.
If you do that with yours, can you see the bottle, or you barely see?
Barely.
It? That's what I'm talking
So
about.
I mean, yeah, you can't really squonk it like this. I mean,
Like
you could
this.
if you put like your ring finger there into the bottle, but
That's the one thing I was like, oh man, that would have been so dope if they would have just kind of got it out a little bit. Yeah.
it's definitely like one of the cleanest made. Like all the wiring and stuff in this is just really nice.
I'm surprised he messaged me to review it. I never reviewed his RTA, the Hurricane, the newest one.
Was it like there's the wiring side? Was it Danny that you talked to?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good dude. He uses all like Google Translate because he doesn't speak English,
Yeah.
and he's a really nice.
Matt, what's your thoughts, or do you have any thoughts yet on the 250C? Which really, I guess you'd have to look at the Boxer to kind of base an opinion right now. But do you know much about it, or?
Not yet. I have not even. That's the newest DNA, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it yet. Is Boxer the only one that's used it yet?
Yep.
Yep.
So far the Boxer mod is the only one that has it.
What do you think?
Fucking great. The replay mode is just awesome on here. I got it playing right now, and I can sit here and vape this. It'll go down the liquid inside the RDA. It'll start throttling down the power, and I'll know right there once it starts throttling down a little bit. I know when to squonk it. Press a couple of squonks, and it re-throttles up back to the wattage you had it set at.
Nice.
So it's detecting. It's doing sort of like temperature control, but it's not temperature control. I don't know. It's weird. It's almost magical, but it works.
I'm looking forward to Homeboy's Squonker as well. That looks pretty sexy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Does look nice. Do you have the cursor on me, ST?
Oh, shit.
Cocksucker.
Damn, it's been there the whole time, too, hasn't it? Why didn't somebody say something?
I don't even see the cursor.
It's
there
gone
it is.
now.
It's over by his guitar. I'm looking at the actual feed.
Oh, shit. Dwayne kindly wants to know Matt and V videos. I guess there's...
Yeah, it's coming back. We've been talking about it. We're gonna do a podcast as well.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
It's just
Are
been
you
kind of
really?
yeah, it's been kind of a rough winter, but we've been getting things ready. I've been buying gear for the podcast, and
Oh, shit. We're going to have to talk then, because me and Mark was talking about that. We thought it'd be pretty cool to do some type of podcast. So, is there like a lot to get involved with that, or
not really. I mean, you can make it as simple or as complicated as you want, and I guess it depends on if you want to do like we're gonna film it as well, but not live, at least not in the beginning. Because a lot of like the big podcasters will do it live, and they'll have somebody switching cameras for them and all that shit. But we're not gonna do that yet. But it's just like anything else. It depends how invested you want to get with it.
Exactly. Are all of you guys coming to Foxwoods? Yes. This whole panel will be there on top of a lot of others.
Oh, yeah, there's going to be a lot there. A lot of people there. Sophie Vapes is going to be there. Tony B, Vapor Trail Channel is going to be there.
Phil and Dimitri.
Phil Dimitri will be there.
I'm excited to meet Matt, Sophie, and Ronnie Cash.
Yep.
Those are the ones I want to meet.
Why did
Ronnie Cash, Heavy will be there.
Why'd you put Ronnie Cash at the end of that? Why couldn't you say him like at first?
Okay, Ronnie Cash, Matt, and Sophie.
Oh man.
Tommy Truett asks, Mike Vapes, how do the 2650s fit in the Armageddon Squonk V3? I actually just got it yesterday. I haven't even put a battery in here yet. I'll test that out for you right now. That's
Here we
another
go.
one of my Patreons. Shout out to Tommy. I take care of my Patreons, baby.
You gotta love the Patreon.
Yeah, so Armageddon sent me my, this is, out of all of them, this is number 5. I've given away 1 so far, so I got 4 now. Squonkers from them. And they did a little engraving in there, some Mike Vapes action on the back of it.
That's awesome looking. I like that.
And this one here is supposed to take a 2650, so we'll test out the battery. There we go. I got my 2650 here. Start dropping shit everywhere. So let's see. All right.
Hello, Andres from Greece.
Papa Dropolopoulos.
Yep. Jayville says Matt looks bored. He's always bored.
I always look bored.
I don't think Armageddon vapes. Those people from Armageddon. Unless they
Oh
wanna say-
shit, we're about to find something out.
Well, yeah. I mean, come on.
We have version 6 coming.
I mean, I'm gonna show you guys something here. I mean, you would think a company that makes mods. Look at the bottle; it's squashed.
Wow.
Okay, it fits. Door shuts. It fits. Fire button cannot be pressed because the bottle that's in there is too big.
What the hell?
It's
Wow.
actually pushing the bottle onto the contact right here, and I can't press the button. I'm pressing the button right now, and nothing's happening.
Yeah, how do you miss something like that?
Yeah.
Holy
So-
crap.
That's when you could tell when companies I don't know if do they even vape their products. That's something that should have been noticed. I would think. I don't know. That's some weird shit. But yeah, so that's with their bottle. Their bottle's a little bit bigger, so I probably could try out a different bottle in here. Well, no, we're gonna try out the infamous Gremlin bottles because those seem to be like the best bottles for everything. Let me find one. I got one over here.
What? I just put links.
To the black and white.
On the Fagan group. Okay.
Do you even vape, bro?
I just want to know like what it even like. What is it? What do they talk like? What's the topic or what's it about? Like,
Yeah, somebody put a brief narrative in chat of what this is about. I mean,
With the black and white list?
yeah.
I knew the blacklist was for the juice companies, but
Yeah, the labeling's on the juice. So what's the black and white?
All right, I got an update for Tommy. I got an update for you, man.
I'm assuming brands that they support or something like that.
Coil Master bottle fits.
Yep. And the button works, and it doesn't squash the bottle. So the bottle that they supply in there is no good for this Squonker, the
But that-
2650 version.
That's still pretty jacked up though, because if somebody ordered that and doesn't have extra bottles laying around or didn't even know about that, they'd go, "What the hell?"
Well, they could use their 18650 in there, and they'll be fine.
Okay,
It's only with the 2650 battery it'll screw it up.
I got you.
Did he not put a 2650 in there when he made it? Like, You would think.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You would think they would test the product, right? So there's nobody there that vapes and uses the 2650.
There we go.
Nobody used this product to see it doesn't work with that bottle. It's mind-boggling sometimes, but whatever. Who knows?
Have any of you tried the Creator 200 watt mod? I'm guessing nobody has.
I
makes
have
it?
no clue what that is.
I don't either. That's why I was hoping somebody was going to chime in. Whoa!
Have you guys
there-
tried that Karma RDA, the KRMA RDA?
No.
Apparently, it's I don't know. It's pretty popular with the squonking crowd right now. I heard the guy's going to be at Foxwood, so I want to pick one up when I'm there.
One of those high-endish.
I think it's maybe like that. What's the Mission XV or something like that is the name of
Are they
it.
like a list people? Get on a list.
I don't know. I think sometimes they'll be for sale on sites, but yeah, it's like $100 or something like that.
I see for me, like the B2K is a great RDA.
Do you have
Yeah,
a
it comes with a
B2K?
lot too, huh?
And also this new one that came out by Gas Mods out of China called the GR1
Oh yeah.
for $35. Oh, you can't go wrong. This is a great little RDA. I got it right there. You can see this thing is just perfect. It's tiny. It's like if I didn't tell you I paid $35, you'd be like, "Oh, what list did you get on for that? And what does it cost?" Like,
Yeah, I like the look of that.
yeah, it's just an awesome RDA.
Question from Matt: do you use the 24 or the 22 millimeter nudge more?
I use the 22 more. Lately, I've been getting a lot more into squonking and like single 18650 squonk mods and stuff, so it just fits well with that.
Do you have a B2K?
No, B Vape Happy said he was going to send me one this week though, so
They're
should
pretty
have
nice.
video up on that soon. Excuse me.
There was another question in here. Oh, this is a perfect question. At Mike ST Fagan, suck my mod. Who's going to review the Thug Life RDA? Take it away, Mike.
I'm reviewing the Thug Life.
I can review it right now. Pull it up my.
Thug Life, baby.
There we go.
I got one. I don't know. I might review it next week. I haven't used it yet though.
Oh, you did get one?
Yeah.
Okay.
They contacted me early on.
That's right. That's right.
They're pretty nice, dude. Basically, for me, I just don't like their branding. Thug Life.
Yeah, it's not really my style.
That
The
is,
RDA does look pretty cool though.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Velocity, like the Velocity RDA's airflow. Basically, just turning the cap.
whoa. My Dreamer mod makes no contact with the drop RDA. Even I screw the 510 down. Batteries rattle. Sucks. You got something.
That's weird.
That is weird because I've got two Dreamers and I've never had any issues.
There you go. Dreamer with the drop.
Exactly. Dreamer with the drop and no rattle at all.
You rattled?
And
No B2K build X on the site.
I would contact whoever you bought it from and let them know. 'Cause that doesn't sound right.
that is weird. Something. I don't know what you got. going.
Contact Tenacious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tenacious Vapes. Tenacious TX Vapes. I think that's what his handle is.
All right, I've seen this a couple times, and I'm not getting frustrated. But what is the black and white list?
Exactly.
Y'all keep putting stuff in there, but what is it? I'm just curious. Put in like 2 or 3 words. What's it about? Shit.
Someone put it on Facebook. Let me go look real quick.
I think I'm friends with Tristan.
Oh Lord. Any info about the Thug Life RDA being available other than via Vape Block app? I could not answer that. I don't know. Mark or Mike, do you have an
Vape
answer?
Block. That's it. Only
Okay.
Vape Block, from what I know. I think the black and white list is basically people that only wear black and white T-shirts.
Here we
They're
go.
going to be all put on a list. That's what I heard.
It's the whitelist looks like it's like people that like they approve of, basically.
Oh, okay.
Like they like right here they listed Giant Vapes, Casadega Liquids, ADV Vapes, Paradigm, some others. 3D Vapor, Moon Mountain, Goodfellow.
So it'll be a lot of the.
Let's see if he puts the black here below it. I don't know. I don't see the black.
Andrew, that was perfect. He wants to know: are you using an 18650, and if so, do you have the adapter in? If you don't have the adapter in, that's why that would make good sense.
Oh God, he's so true.
You get
Oh,
you
a
get
newbie.
no contact and a bunch of rattling going on.
Oh no.
So basically,
You're a beginner. You shouldn't be using a mech mod.
with the whitelist, he says these are the people who care about the industry and have responsible branding. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty much just people that they approve of and don't approve of. I'm assuming.
Yeah, he put a link. John put a link to the post, but the post doesn't say anything about what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mike Vapes ST. Where can I find replacement bubble glass for Bravo Tank, Bravo RTA? Not sure. Tell you the truth, who's selling them?
Yeah, I don't know that one either.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one you might just have to do like
A Google search?
a Google search and just type in spare bubble glass for Bravo, and a lot of times you'll get hits on stuff. So
Keith Black does make a good point. Why does it got to be the black and white list? It's kind of racist.
here we go.
I mean, it should be the white, black, yellow, brown list, but
And it has a lot to do, it looks like, with branding, not just like people they approve of, but it's more so about branding is what it looks like here. Like, because on the blacklist, it's a lot of like packaging that looks, like candy packaging and stuff like that. And then distributors that sell that kind of stuff.
okay.
What was?
Which, I mean, people have been doing that for years now, and I'm not saying that they shouldn't be doing that. It's just like we've been shaming these people that make these candy type, packaging stuff for a long time, and it's like there's a lot of them. If you go into a lot of like the vape shows, you'll still see it's like dominated by companies like that.
What I've noticed is anybody who gets shamed, their business goes up. You just
That's the problem. Is like
you're just giving them fucking advertisements.
Because then you have people, because you have like two different mindsets with this scenario, and I guess I understand both. Obviously, it's not a good time right now for vaping to have packaging like this. It just makes us look bad. It's more ammo for them to use. But then people that have more, I guess, like the libertarian mindset is just like, don't fucking tell another company what to do. Let the market handle it. If people buy from them, they buy from them. And I get that as well. But yeah, when you call them out, you get those other people that are like, fuck that. That's not right that you called them out. I'm going to start buying from them. So that's why I've always just kind of like, I called a few juice companies out like years ago, and it backfired on me. So it's not worth giving them the attention, for me at least.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anytime I've learned on this, anytime there's any drama that's stirred up, doesn't matter what it is, you've given attention to whatever that drama is, and it seems like most of the time people gain from that, opposed to it trying to make its point.
But I mean, if those lists, keep some of the distributors from carrying some of the liquids, then it's a net positive thing, I suppose. But like with, especially, I've noticed like in England, the England shows, there's a lot of brands with at those shows with like candy labels and stuff like that. For as long as they're selling their product, they're going to keep doing it.
Yeah. Well, I know when they did start the thing up with the blacklist, it seemed to do some good. They went, pretty horrendous to be on the market, and it seems like a lot of them, took it for what it was worth and made changes. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, if you can, I mean, I think there's less shaming, but more so educating. And yeah, sometimes they might need a little heat on them. Like if, some distributors say, hey, we're going to stop carrying your product because, we just don't agree with your marketing, then that can definitely help get, somebody to make some changes.
Mark, I don't even want to ask what you're putting in here.
In case some people haven't noticed yet, you might want to be careful of what you say because now the chat is available on the replay. So all the people that watch the replay, they get to see the chat now.
That is a good thing. I meant to say that earlier. So it started this week. We knew this was coming. We just didn't know when, but apparently it was at the beginning of the week. So now you can go back and watch the replay, and chat keeps up exactly. Even if you want to fast forward, that's where your chat's going to go to.
But if someone gets banned in chat,
you will not
their
see
comment never appears on a replay.
Yeah, you'll never see it. So
you'll never see it. So for the trollers out there, go ahead.
So all that shit talking I normally do in chat, it might kind of die down a little bit.
Thank you, Mark. Andrew, Heavy Metal Vapor, wants to know panel's thoughts on Wake Modco customer service. I believe he touched on this subject last night, but I don't have the info to throw out like Andrew did because he's more educated on that portion of it. But from what I heard, that was some pretty sorry shit right there of what they did.
So a dude had an issue, or a few people had an issue with the Ring. They emailed customer support and they pretty much laughed at him. Is that what happened?
That's what it sounded like. Like, hey, we've sold 30,000 units. It doesn't matter what you got. If you got a faulty one or whatever, that's your tough luck, which to me...
The funny part is that I have it. I've never used it. And looking at it now, from looking at the faulty ones, mine's a faulty one that they sent me.
Do you have one of those, Matt?
No, I've heard about it though. I've heard some people having problems with. Is that their sub-ohm tank?
No, the RTA.
RTA.
Yes.
I forget who it was. It was somebody was telling me that like the glass is so close to the barrel that you get air pockets in there. It was something by week. Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Apparently,
I think it's Homeboy. I was talking to him on the phone about it, and he said he was having issues with it.
Apparently, I think it's the juice flow hole in it. Again, this is more Andrew because I know he's dealt with this.
The juice flow hole is cut out on that. Basically, to give you an example, I could do it quickly here.
It's not properly lined up. It was machined wrong.
Let's see here. Let me focus this shit. You see the opening right inside there for your wick?
Yeah.
Okay, it's too low. It's supposed to be that whole square piece open.
Interesting.
Yeah. If you look at pictures on Instagram, the whole thing is open on it.
Huh.
Yeah. So this is a defective. So basically, it's this part right here. I'm going to take it apart. You can see here. There we go. That opening. This pops right off. Somehow. I'm going to get out of there. So this is the defect piece. That hole should be higher. They put it too low. So I wonder if you could turn it upside down. Maybe that's the issue. Because maybe you could just be placing it in. I think of that one.
I would hope to think that the folks that had the issue would have thought about that.
No, it's got the notch. Looks like the notch was put maybe on the wrong side. No, don't go in the other way.
But still, that's sorry as hell right there for the reaction that company gave that person that wasn't trying to start anything and really was just hoping to get that piece as a replacement. They didn't want a whole tank.
All they're asking for is this piece, a replacement for it because it's wrong, and the company just laughs at people.
Yeah. So.
Awesome.
Yeah. They're like, we've sold a lot. Basically, they didn't even care.
Yeah.
He says that I'm trying to get a new replacement for it. I'm coming to you guys first. I don't want to put this up on the internet everywhere that the thing is defective, and they just basically laughed at him, told him it's user error, you don't know what you're doing, whatever. Instead of taking care of the guy, they were just basically making fun of him. And the messages, the screenshots of the messages and all that.
Are they an American company?
They're the ones that used to make DotMod. They're the owners of DotMod.
So the old owners
The original owners of DotMod, yes.
And what's sad about that? And there was
Ilea and all them.
Yeah.
Yep.
There was a good point brought up last night. So if you were somewhat of a newbie and got this and tried to vape on it and realized, well, damn, this thing's not doing right, or and they contacted the company and the company says, well, it's user error. They're going to think, well, shit, they don't know any better about it. They're just going to think, okay, well then, and they're going to keep working and working at it. When it comes to find out, it's faulty freaking product.
Yeah, it makes you think that do they even use their own products? Like the same situation what I was just talking about with this mod. I mean, didn't they test these to see if they're going to work? These bottles with, don't they look at these tanks?
Have they made any posts publicly about this or?
No.
No. And I don't think that you're going to see any posts from them. But I do know that it sounds like the troops are rallying to go after them. So, which I fully support on that. If you can't make that situation right,
yeah,
you need to be blasted for that shit. So,
Is it every?
The what?
Do you know if it's every one or it's like a small batch?
I mean numbers I don't know, but apparently there's good ones out there because there's obviously pictures of ones that are good, but
let me see here. I'm gonna
I think someone said on Element Vape they had a photo of it and it shows it fucked up, I think.
I'm gonna pull it up right now.
Well, I know that they were speaking last night saying that the Instagram pics of it looks perfect. There is no flaw to that one.
I'm gonna share my screen.
Here we go.
I don't know if you guys could all see that right now. But you could see the cutout on this one here. It's low. This is supposedly this one is a defect one. Right here. These barrels are defects. See, they're cut out right over there.
Okay. Is it still vaping and feeding properly, though?
That's the thing. I haven't tried it, so that's why I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it may very well still work, but you probably have to thin your wick out more.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's not the way what it was designed to do.
What if that hole was too big and it flooded the RTA, and that's the reason why they made that cap only show half the hole?
Well, they should say something then.
Yeah. I mean, it could be a possibility. Like, it might have been purposely done like that.
All right, now I'm gonna screenshot this. This is from Local Vape.
Unless there's...
You guys see that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You see how it's supposed to be?
Yeah.
Is that the Sabotic? No, that's not the Sabotic. That's the RTA.
Yeah.
That's the RTA.
What's weird is if you look at their Instagram picture where there's a green, gold, and a blue, it looks like the one on the right there has the normal cutout and the one on the left has the lower cutout. Weird.
Yep.
Thanks, Mark.
I'm trying to find mine. I know I have it somewhere. Oh, you know what? I think I put it in someone's giveaway.
Yep. And they're never going to be liking you again.
Sure did. Sorry, folks.
Well, that's crazy. So there's like multiple pictures out there floating around where you're seeing some of the good and some of the bad. So, that
Yeah, I mean, if they're not responding, I recommend flooding their Instagram and their Facebook page.
that right there at least shows you there's inconsistencies in this thing because they should look identical every freaking picture.
Yeah, if the pictures online are fucked up, then that's pretty bad.
Of course, I never got that one. I was never really even interested in it, but oh well.
I mean, it's cool looking. Doesn't the deck doesn't really like.
Just like do a whole lot for you.
Yeah. So it looks like there's, if you look at the one picture, it looks like they have like a sub-ohm coil head for it too, or something.
Yeah, they have a sub-ohm. Don't they have a sub-ohm tank version of it in an RTA? Or is it a coil that screws into the RTA?
I'm going to show you guys another screenshot. This is the Ambition Vapors review. And let me show you guys this. This is the way it's supposed to be. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, you see
Oh,
that? It's
wow.
full opening. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
That is pretty fucked up.
Well, then we know that there's issues then.
So someone called them out and they basically just said, you just don't know what you're doing.
Well,
Yep.
the response was even more to say, and it was, I guess, word for word, ha ha ha, you know, you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
We've sold 30,000 pieces and there's no complaints.
Yeah. So that's pretty sorry of a company. I mean, especially if it's just one person that's contacted, which I don't know how many people have actually contacted them, but you know, they spent their hard-earned money on it. They want to be able to enjoy the product that they purchased,
Yeah.
and they're not getting that out of it. So it's they appear to be in the wrong, and you know they need to be dealt with.
Now, I don't know, performance-wise, what happens? That's the one thing I don't know. Is it going to affect the vape? I might actually have to build that and try it out.
Yeah, it seems like it would choke it out more with less of the juice being able to get on the wick. So I don't know. Stephen Harding, thanks for the donation. Mike Vapes, I've tagged you on my Instagram post from a while ago. Whatever that is, that shows how it should be. Oh, so you've been tagged to see a picture of that, I guess.
Yeah. I didn't know there was a defect with it. Like I said, I've had it. And the green, I just didn't like that green color. I was like, eh.
They're probably shitting bricks right now. They probably know that's what's going on, but you know, having to send out 30,000 or how many ever, you know, maybe it was only half of them. 15,000 new barrels is just gonna fuck their profit all up.
I don't know if there was a backstory to it. Maybe they had sent out like a first batch that had that big opening on top. Maybe there was issues. I don't know. That I never watched any reviews on it. I don't know if people had leaking issues, and maybe that's why they dropped down the hole. Maybe.
I mean, if that's the case, they should say that, though.
I'm not sure if that's because yeah, exactly. If that was the case, they would have told Shane Smith, the guy that messaged them, you know, this is the updated version. It's supposed to prevent, you know, their reasoning for doing it. But I guess they didn't even mention that. So who knows?
Well, we've hit that point. Man, this one went by kind of quick today. Quick announcement, though, for next week, because next week is Foxwoods. The show will not be on Thursday. Folks will be traveling. My work schedule is going to change for next Thursday. So we are going to do the show Wednesday morning instead of Thursday. So that is next Wednesday morning, same time. Don't forget tonight, Vape Team, 10 Eastern. I think Matt said he's going on that show, and he's going on every show from here on out. He said he's ready to do the live thing, so it's on. I'm just kidding. Y'all chill out.
Vape Team has only invited me like once.
That is pretty bad, isn't it?
It's been years, I think,
Twice.
too.
You've been on the
Cool
vape.
enough. I'm
You've
not
been
cool
on the
enough.
vape team twice,
Oh, twice. Yeah.
maybe even 3 times. I think you've been on it the most.
No, I think it was only 2. It's become very clear you guys don't like me.
There we go.
Damn.
Here we go.
I'm just kidding.
Well, Matt, I appreciate you coming on. It's always great to have you on here. It's finally going to be nice to meet you face to face next
Yeah,
week.
definitely.
So it'll definitely be a good time. No, I'm not doing a 2-hour show this morning. Some of us have to go to work here shortly, but with all that being said, we are out of here. I appreciate you watching. I hope you like the new layout because this is the layout from here on out. So, with that being said, we are going to get out of here. Y'all have a great day. Again, thanks for coming on, Matt, and my panel. We are outie. Y'all have a good one.
Bye.
So,
Bye.